Hello everyone. So in this episode, we are going to work on this credits screen. So here you can see now credits. When I go to the credits, it's automatically scrolling up, and once it's done, we will be automatically redirected back into the main menu. So here is the preview. Now we are back in the main menu, and also if I click credits again, it's rolling again, and here we have the back button too. If we want to force go back, so it goes back. So yeah, these are the things we are going to work on today. Mainly we are going to we already worked on this data table which defines all the credits, and we are automatically reading from the data table and initializing everything into this credits screen. So this everything is created automatically. None of them are added by hand, but we only add data into this data table. So yeah, these are the things we are going to work on today. We are going to focus on how to edit, how to integrate the credits screen with the existing main menu and getting animations working. So before we get started, let me remind you that you can download the project files of this project and all of the thousands of projects I had done in my channel from my Patreon page. Once you become a member, you can access everything without any limits. And also here is the full playlist of this series. Everything is implemented and explained from scratch. You can follow these episodes and implement everything by yourself. So feel free to check it out. I'll leave links to everything in description below. Right, now let's get started with today's episode. Okay, so as of the last episode, we created this widget that automatically pull data from this DT credits and initialize this scroll box using this credit category and credit role widgets. Automatically create them and add to this scroll box to make it look like this. So it creates this credits. So next step is how to put this into our, integrate this with our menu system that we have created, and how to make it scroll automatically. Okay, so for that, let's go to our widgets and open main menu. And here we have this extra button. So I'll change this into credits. Oh, actually, let's call it credits. You can call whatever the name you like. And let's go to the on clicked. So here I need a way to create this WBP credits and push it into the menu, into the HUD. So for that, here we are using this main menu HUD class. I think we should set up an interface here to make things a bit easier and accessible. PP interfaces, plain blueprint interface, PPI HUD. Let's call it push widget. And we need a command activatable widget class reference. Now let's implement this in our main menu HUD. PPI HUD and push widget. So here we already have this base layout So get the base layout. Let's convert it to validated get and push widget. Push this. Okay. Actually, we should return a value as well. So let me get a return type. What's the return type we get here? Common activatable widget object. Okay. I'll change this to object reference. Okay, now here, let me cut this. Push widget, now it's a function. We can do the same thing and add a return node and return this value. Later on, we might need to define a layer and other details as well, but for now, this is enough. Now, in the main menu, yeah, let's get on player. Get on in player. Get hard. Push widget. And widget class, I'll promote this to credits widget class. And let's assign WP credits. Okay. Now credits. Now we got this. Okay. Maybe I don't like the way it appears. One thing we can do is we can either have, let's add the same background as in main menu. GBG to the credits. Fill it like this. Now I can barely read the text. So one thing we can do is just make this darker. Let's see how it appears. That good. But in the real game, I think instead of having just an image, we might have some label here, so it wouldn't look bad. So I think it's fine just having this transition. Another thing we can do is maybe instead of pushing the widget, we can do this. Let me again get rid of this one, and then let's add these credits as a sub widget into the main menu itself. This. To the whole screen. And I'll make this first initially hidden and locked. Right now, when I press this credits button, let's add an animation. For credits. And what I want to do is, before I hide this, I'll set all of this. I'll set the transparency of this, render opacity of this to 0, so I don't see this anywhere. And collapsed. Yeah, it's already collapsed. Now lock it again. Now here, get WP credits, lock, set this to be visible for this, and add a key, and then this also key, and maybe in 0.25 seconds I'll set. Oh, did I set padding? No, not the padding. I need to set the render opacity. This is what I wanted to key. Oh, not here. Here this should be 0, and maybe in 0.25 seconds or 0.5 seconds we can adjust those things. Key it so it will appear like this, and this one will become visible to invisible too. Render opacity in the beginning for the main menu should be 1, but this time it should be 0. Also, this image, I'll set the color and opacity. I'll key it here. By this, I'll make it darker so we can easily read things. Okay. Now I'll play this animation. When I click show credits and see what happens. Okay, now let's see. Oh, these initial values are changed. Initially, like outside here, this should be collapsed. Locked. And the image should be white. And this should be fully visible. Yeah, let's see. Alright, transition is good. Now we need to show the credits rolling, and also we need to have a back button, or we need to close this at the end. Okay, now to do the credit rolling here, So I think we should have some space before we see the text, and also after the text we should have some larger space so we can fully move this everything out of the view. So to do that, here let's go to initialize credits, and before we add anything, let's do a construct object from class, and here I'll choose spacer layer and set text set size, maybe in size what local variable spacer size. I do something like width doesn't matter actually, but height we should have some larger number, so I think like 1200 units should be enough. And we need to add this to our scroll box. Add okay, let's promote this to a variable, sorry, to a function. Add space, we need to add a spacer in the beginning and also at the end. That means here, add spacer. Now compile. I shouldn't see anything here, but text should be down below. Then oh yeah, create local variable 100,200, because I added that variable here. Now we don't need it here. Okay, now in the event graph, actually now that I'm not using this, we might not need it, but yeah, let's get tick. Does tick run even though if this is collapsed? I'm not sure, so let's see. So all I'm gonna do is this cb credits set scroll offset, and yeah, get scroll offset and add some value. Let's call it scroll speed. Add to this. Now yeah, let's say 2. Now this should start scrolling when I see this. Now let's see. See, scrolling, but I don't think we need to see this one. So yeah, it's going up. Okay. So even though it's the tick is running, it's not moving more than what it can. And here you can set this scroll bar visibility to hidden, so you wouldn't see that. And once the credit finished, can I get max? Get scroll offset of end. Okay, so here let's do something like this. we have the current scroll offset 2. If this is less than this value, we call this one. We call this scrolling. Otherwise, we need to close this widget. So let's add a dispatch on scroll end. I'll add a boolean variable scrolling. Add a bool. By default, it should be false. Here I'll set scrolling. By default, this should be true. Here I'll set it to false. And we can get this here to convert to a branch. All on scroll end. Okay. Now in the main menu 2, we can select the credits widget. Here we have this on scroll end. Let me unlock this on scroll end. Go back, lock. The lock is just to prevent this showing up over the other menus in the editor. It's nothing. It doesn't matter in the runtime. Now here on scroll end, let's play this animation backward. Play animation reverse. Now that would mean here I set the visibility of the credits initially to true. That might not work. Okay, let's just see. Main menu. Okay. And let's see what happens at the end. Credits. We should automatically go back to the main menu. Yeah, we are there. Are these buttons working? No. That's because even though we don't see it, the credits screen is still there. It's not set to invisible. So what we can do is, do we have a duration here? Delay. Well, I'm not sure this is implemented by these credits because this is a widget animation. The other interface is not. I'm not sure. So let's just add a sample delay. 5 seconds and get the credits widget class. Sorry, not the class. The object. Where is it? WBB credits. Set visibility to collapsed. Okay. Now let's just Check again. Show credit. Should go away. And we should be back in the main menu. But I don't think we should be able to do this. Okay, let's try. Wait, I can't still click. Why? Wait, I think I know the reason. This delay also 0.5 and the animation length also 0.5. So, well, I think play. Oh, we can use this actually. Play animation with finished event. Yeah, this is better. So, and once it's finished, we can set credits to collapsed. Now it should all work properly. Yeah, it's all good. Oh, wait. Let's wait till it finishes. Oh, worked. Then what happened? Oh, I should say reverse. Select reverse here. Yeah, all good. Okay, everything else is working. What happens if I click credits again? It's not going to show again. So, one more thing we need to do. We need to restart. So, to restart, main menu as credits, we can add a function. Start credits. Let's set scrolling to true and let's set scroll box offset to 0. Now it should work, and we need to call this, of course, credits. Let's get WBP credits. Start credits. Okay, save everything. Now we should be able to show it multiple times. One more thing, just to be better, I'll set this scrolling to false initially. Okay, let's give it a second. I'll pause recording. It's not much. Let's go. It's already over. Okay, and we are back. Hit credit again, and it's playing again. Nice. All right. Now, do we need a back button too? Well, we can add one. I'm gonna copy the button style from other menus that we have. Let's see. Widgets. Option panel. Yeah. Here, I'll copy this back button. It's just a WBP menu button. Okay. And go to credits. Okay, here Paste the button. Great. Maybe to the right. Yeah. And let's add some padding. 50 and 50 from the bottom. And also we need to implement the functionality. Clicked. I'll do this. Stop scrolling and call on scroll end. Credits. Now we have the back button. If I press it, it stops. Yeah, it's working exactly as I need. Alright, so I think we are good to stop this episode right here. So now you have everything you need to know to create your own credits screen. It took a bit longer, but I think I made a comprehensive credit scrolling system. So maybe later on, let's see how to add things like images and some other stuff too into the credits if you need it. So yeah, but I'm gonna stop this episode right here. So thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be available for download here in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.